Everyone. Danielle Fitzpatrick Clark here. Thank you so much for joining me for the live. Okay, so I have just a little bit of time to go ahead. I'm going to roll up my sleeves. I'm going to roll up my sleeves because we're going to dig into this a little bit. So, if you guys are following me on Facebook in one of my groups in Facebooks, or on LinkedIn and we're friends, or you've noticed we had a viral post on LinkedIn. It was a fun one. So I had a lot of people reach out, how did you do that? And and I had some people like, man, aren't you lucky? I have people tell me that all the time. I am Irish, so I tend to give the appearance of luck. And yes, we find four-leaf clovers. Actually, my oldest is better than I am when it comes to finding four-leaf clovers. She's found probably about a dozen before in one day. I couldn't believe it. She gave them to all the little kids and they all had their four-leaf clover. And so she's really good at finding that little puzzle piece as well. But I digress. I would love to talk to my kids about my kids all day because they're awesome. So, was I just lucky? No. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take the lucky charm, but I when it comes to viral marketing, it's having a beat on what's happening. So, it's often a waiting game, a waiting for the right opportunity, the right message and responding to it. So, I I mean, yes, is it a gut feeling like, yes, you need to move forward? And yes, you have to move quick. But when it comes to posts that end up going viral, they're not planned out. So I tell everybody, I'm like, you really need to have a beat on one, your ideal clients and the community that you serve and promote out to. So we work with consultants, we work with coaches, we work with agency owners, we're even working with big business now. So we understand that these guys need and they're on social media, they're online. So we have a good beat of what's going on. And we're looking for those opportunities to disrupt, or something's been disrupted, and we're going to continue the conversation. So viral posting is a lot of disruption. This is why I talk about disruption all the time. And what I mean by disruption, I don't mean it in a negative way. So people don't like the word disruption because it usually means that something's blowing up or something's not working and it was normally working. What I mean by disrupt is that we break the normal pattern. And I like to use it specifically for people on their normal pattern. So think of it this way, and we all do this. And I know that there's a psychological name for it. I just can't remember what it is, but it's when you're driving. So let's just say that every day you drive to school or you drive to work, and you don't have to put much thought into your drive. In fact, you can kind of space out. Of course, you're paying attention to the road. You're following all the rules of the road. You're stopping at your stoplights and all that. But you're not really invested or acknowledging that you're in the here and now. So you often know you're in it when you've gotten from doorstep to doorstep. You've arrived and you're like, wow, that didn't take long. Man, I didn't even hardly notice that drive. So that's a lot of times people are kind of in that mode. It's just a straightforward, linear approach to life. Disruption is when we pull them out of it. So, and it can be a subtle disruption where it's a post where people stop what they're doing and instead participate in this new thing, or they shift their perspective over here. So when I talk about disruption, that's what I mean. So with viral marketing, it's disruptive because it gets people to stop what they're doing and move this direction. Now, one form of viral marketing that works really well is when they're already disrupted. So yesterday, we were all disrupted. There was no doing lives yesterday on Instagram or Facebook, and you couldn't use your WhatsApp, which, was kind of a bummer because I use WhatsApp every day. Instagram and Facebook, of course, I use them. I like them a lot. And there's a lot of stuff going on with Facebook right now in the news. So the disruption had already happened. So this was a great opportunity, and I knew it was, to continue the conversation because either people were upset or they weren't upset, and I could care less. or they just weren't even privy to the fact that it was down. So we created a poll, and one of the best things you can do for a viral content on LinkedIn is to create a poll. They work really well. I know everyone's sick of them, but hey, they do participate in them. Um, so we created a poll to continue the conversation of what was already disrupted. So was it planned? No, because the disruption just came out of nowhere. We were prepared. So we didn't plan, but we were prepared. So when I say we, me and my team were prepared. They had to come in and help me. It was a quick, hey guys, get your butts in here to LinkedIn. I need you to help me make sure that we're continuing the conversation with everybody because we needed to. So what do they do with that? Well, they help me heart and like, and they tell me go and contact this one next and this one, and they help me set the pace because with the LinkedIn algorithm, that's the other thing you need to know, that your algorithms for your social platforms, it's all about the immediate. So LinkedIn will show it. They base their algorithm on people commenting and liking immediately. So I knew it was going to be liked immediately. I'm like, this is something that's really present right now for people. So it makes sense to put it on the LinkedIn platform. It also makes sense to put it on the LinkedIn platform because the other platforms are not going. So people are going to go to the next platform. Where are my people going? My people are going to LinkedIn. So it was common sense. Yes, it was. It was being prepared without planning. It was preparedness. And it was making sure that the communication and the engagement was open to everybody and it encompassed everybody. So the poll did just that. The poll question was, are you guys going to be, it was basically, I can't verbatim because I don't have it in front of me, but it was basically, are you guys going to be hurting if Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp don't come back? So I wrote what everybody was thinking, not everybody, but everyone who was concerned was like, holy crap, I hope they aren't gone. I need them. Or they were the opposite. Like I could really give a SHIT less, right? I'm not going to swear in here, but that's what people said. Like I could really care less. So it was one end of the spectrum, the other end of the spectrum, which happened to be the questions that I asked. Where are you at, guys? And then something right in the middle or outside of that parameter, which was what's Facebook. It was to be funny, really, because I'm quirky like that. And then in the middle, it's just like, I'll be all right. I'll be fine. So, and I think most people were right around there. Like it's not gonna bother me, which surprised me. But then again, it shouldn't because we were on the LinkedIn platform. But yes, it was an interesting poll. It was highly engaged. It's still running. People are still talking. People are still viewing it. I didn't run it for a week. I ran it for 3 days just to see what it could do. And I think we're almost up over 200,000. So we did the beginning pieces. We've continued to nurture, and that's viral marketing. So what do you need to know? You need to know the beat of your audience. You need to be present for it. Yep, present. And you also need to be prepared. So viral posting, the ones that go viral, often not planned. I've heard this over and over from influencers are like, yeah, I didn't plan my viral post. It happened. It was timing. So we don't plan, but we prepare for them. And preparedness looks like making sure that you understand the beat of your audience, understanding what's going on outside of the audience that could affect the audience. And then also having quick ideas and running with them. That's the other thing. In fact, I got called out for it and it was really funny. 3 years ago, I wouldn't have thought it was funny. I would actually have felt really bad about myself. Doesn't bother me now because we had to move fast. We had a typo. Right in there. And somebody's just like, I'm not so much bothered by the fact that Facebook is closed down as I am about this typo. So I had a good laugh at that one. I think I put LOL. I'm like, hell, it was either get it out there quick or not get it out there at all. And I'll always decide to get it out there quick. I can always ask for forgiveness later. So that is how we did the preparedness. We were prepared. We had the idea. We ran with it. We didn't stop. And me and my team went with it. I didn't ask anybody. I didn't ask my team like, hey, you guys ready for this? No, I just went with it. And I said, we're going to make sure that we do the best that we can. And it was in response to what everybody else was disrupted by. So choose your post. Is there a disruption? Can I put a post out there as it relates to people and specifically the community that I am in. The other thing is that maybe you're the one that causes the disruption. So you can also be the disruption. And the disruption looks like saying something that everybody's thinking and nobody's talking about it, and putting it out there and seeing who also agrees, who's willing to talk about it, who wants to talk about it. So that is another way that posts go viral. Are you going to catch some flack? You're always going to catch some flack, guys. I'm just going to say it. I have not met somebody who didn't catch flack for a post that went viral in some way or another. Somebody's going to say something negative. Have the guts to get out there and just put it out there and be secure enough in you, what it is that you believe in, what it is that you're doing. That doesn't matter. You can laugh it off. You can cry it off too. Just get it out there. So I hope that helps. I would love to see you guys go viral. If you have any questions, leave them below. Ideas, you want me to take a look at something, like I've been thinking about doing this, but I said, and I'll say it again, it's more important to be prepared for a viral post than it is to plan a viral post. I haven't seen many posts go viral when they're planned. There are unicorns out there that can do it though. I have met them before. They're amazing. Find those unicorns. If you have them on your team, awesome. You're in really good shape. But it's not often that viral posts go planned. They're usually just prepared and people understand their algorithms. And that's the last thing I'll leave you with, is understand how the algorithms work wherever you're posting on whatever social media platform. But of course, this is all about organic. You can do viral with non-organic and paid. This just happens to be about organic. So the viral post went organically viral. Everyone can do it. You just have to really plan for it and really have the beat on your community. So I hope that helps.